Jemyka. Bible Games.
Question 1. What did Queen Vashti refuse to do? A. She refused to display her beauty before men. B. She refused to eat the king's defiled bread. C. She refused to wash herself in the Jordan. D. She refused to listen to the prophet Amos. The answer is A. She refused to display her beauty before men. Esther 1 verses 11 to 12. To bring before him Queen Vashti, wearing her royal crown, in order to display her beauty to the people and nobles, for she was lovely to look at. 12. But when the attendants delivered the king's command, Queen Vashti refused to come. Then the king became furious and burned with anger. Question 2. What is another name for the lot which was cast by Haman? A. Pur. B. Urim. C. Thummim. D. Tammuz. The answer is A. Pur. Esther 3 verse 7. In the 12th year of King Xerxes, in the first month, the month of Nisan, the pur, that is, the lot, was cast in the presence of Haman to select a day and month. And the lot fell on the 12th month, the month of Adar. Question 3. Which of the following was not thrown into the burning fiery furnace? A. Daniel. B. Shadrach. C. Meshach. D. Abednego. The answer is A. Daniel. Daniel 3 verse 20. And commanded some of the strongest soldiers in his army to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them into the blazing furnace. Question 4. Name the Jewish governor appointed by Nebuchadnezzar. A. Tirshatha. B. Zerubbabel. C. Gedaliah. D. Jeremiah. The answer is C. Gedaliah. Jeremiah 40 verses 5 to 7. However, before Jeremiah turned to go, Nebuzaradan added, "Go back to Gedaliah son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, whom the king of Babylon has appointed over the towns of Judah, and live with him among the people, or go anywhere else you please." Then the commander gave him provisions and a present and let him go. Question 5. Who fasted before leaving Babylonia for Jerusalem? A. Nehemiah. B. Daniel. C. Ezra. D. Shebna. The answer is C. Ezra. Ezra 8 verses 21 to 23. There, by the Ahava Canal, I proclaimed a fast, so that we might humble ourselves before our God and ask Him for a safe journey for us and our children, with all our possessions. I was ashamed to ask the king for soldiers and horsemen to protect us from enemies on the road, because we had told the king, "The gracious hand of our God is on everyone who looks to him, but his great anger is against all who forsake him." So we fasted and petitioned our God about this, and he answered our prayer. Question 6. What king said to Daniel, "Thy God whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee"? A. Nebuchadnezzar. B. Cyrus. C. Darius. D. Belshazzar. The answer is C. Darius. Daniel 6 verses 1 to 16. It pleased Darius to appoint 120 satraps to rule throughout the kingdom, with 3 administrators over them, one of whom was Daniel. The satraps were made accountable to them so that the king might not suffer loss. Now Daniel so distinguished himself among the administrators and the satraps by his exceptional qualities that the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom. Question 7. How long did it take Nehemiah and the Jews to rebuild the wall around Jerusalem? A. 70 days. B. 40 days. C. 52 days. D. 78 days. The answer is C. 52 days. Nehemiah 6 verse 15. So the wall was completed on the 25th of Elul, in 52 days. Question 8. What king reigned over 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia? A. Ben-Hadad. B. Nebuchadnezzar. C. Ahasuerus. D. Sennacherib. The answer is C. Ahasuerus. Esther 1 verse 1. This is what happened during the time of Xerxes, the Xerxes who ruled over 127 provinces stretching from India to Kush. Question 9. According to the law of the Medes and Persians, no decree established by the king A. needed an explanation. B. was ever published. C. could be changed. D. ever met popular approval. The answer is C. could be changed. Daniel 6 verses 8 to 15. Now, your majesty, issue the decree and put it in writing so that it cannot be altered in accordance with the law of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be repealed. So King Darius put the decree in writing. Now when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before. Question 10. When the Babylonians finally broke into Jerusalem, they took Jeremiah and A. set him up as governor. B. slew his sons before him. C. let him go as he pleased. D. took him to Babylon. The answer is C. let him go as he pleased. Jeremiah 39 verses 11 to 18. Now Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon had given these orders about Jeremiah through Nebuzaradan commander of the imperial guard, take him and look after him, don't harm him but do for him whatever he asks. So Nebuzaradan the commander of the guard, Nebuchadnezzar a chief officer, Nergal-Sharezer a high official and all the other officers of the king of Babylon sent and had Jeremiah taken out of the courtyard of the guard. They turned him over to Gedaliah son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, to take him back to his home. So he remained among his own people. Question 11. What king of Persia decreed that the priests and Levites should be exempt from paying toll, tribute, or custom? A. Artaxerxes. B. Cyrus. C. Ahasuerus. D. Darius. The answer is A. Artaxerxes. Ezra 7 verses 21 to 24. Now I, King Artaxerxes, decree that all the treasurers of Trans-Euphrates are to provide with diligence whatever Ezra the priest, the teacher of the law of the God of heaven, may ask of you up to 100 talents of silver, 100 cores of wheat, 100 baths of wine, 100 baths of olive oil, and salt without limit. Question 12. Daniel was taken captive to Babylon during the reign of what king of Judah? A. Zedekiah. B. Jehoiakim. C. Manasseh. D. Jehoiakim. The answer is D. Jehoiakim. Daniel 1 verses 1 to 6. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon came to Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord delivered Jehoiakim king of Judah into his hand, along with some of the articles from the temple of God. These he carried off to the temple of his God in Babylonia and put in the treasure house of his God. Question 13. Who refused to bow down before Haman the Agagite? A. Zerubbabel. B. Joshua. C. Daniel. D. Mordecai. The answer is D. Mordecai. Esther 3 verse 2. All the royal officials at the king's gate knelt down and paid honor to Haman, for the king had commanded this concerning him. But Mordecai would not kneel down or pay him honor. Question 14. Who was taken captive from Jerusalem and brought to Babylon? A. Jeremiah. B. Mordecai. C. Nehemiah. D. Daniel. The answer is D. Daniel. Daniel 1 verses 1 to 6. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon came to Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord delivered Jehoiakim king of Judah into his hand, along with some of the articles from the temple of God. These he carried off to the temple of his God in Babylonia and put in the treasure house of his God. Then the king ordered Ashpenaz, chief of his court officials, to bring into the king's service some of the Israelites from the royal family and the nobility. Question 15. What king of Judah had his eyes put out by the king of Babylon? A. Jehoiakim. B. Zedekiah. C. Jehoshaphat. D. Hezekiah. The answer is B. Zedekiah. Jeremiah 52 verse 11. Then he put out Zedekiah's eyes, bound him with bronze shackles, and took him to Babylon, where he put him in prison till the day of his death. Question 16. Name the Jewish cupbearer to King Artaxerxes who was given permission by the king to rebuild Jerusalem. A. Jeremiah. B. Daniel. C. Ezra. D. Nehemiah. The answer is D. Nehemiah. Nehemiah 2 verses 1 to 6. In the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of King Artaxerxes, when wine was brought for him, I took the wine and gave it to the king. I had not been sad in his presence before, so the king asked me, "Why does your face look so sad when you are not ill?" This can be nothing but sadness of heart. I was very much afraid, but I said to the king, "May the king live forever. Why should my face not look sad when the city where my ancestors are buried lies in ruins, and its gates have been destroyed by fire?" And the people of God say, Amen. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. Be a blessing to others. Every like and share help us to spread the gospel. Also, leave a comment in the section below. Then, visit our channel page. We have more videos to bless you, Bible quiz and games, movies, documentaries, miracles and testimonies, daily Bible reading plan, prayers, teachings, Christian kids videos, music and much more. God bless you.